Your Lordship, there's a mercy petition of a different sort, Lordship. The elephant species is going to vanish. South Bengal is a very typical problem, Lordship. Last year I came because I witnessed a death in front of me. It was hung to death. That practice continues in West Bengal. Now, it so happens that in 2018, Lordship, the government of West Bengal had it recorded before the Supreme Court. On 4th of December, an order was passed in one of the public interest litigation matters that they will abide by the guidelines which is provided by the ministry, the central ministry, for all these capture, etc. And they will not use hula parties, they will not use spears, they will not use fireballs, and they will look into as to how best and how humanely this elephant conflict can be taken care of. Nothing has been done, Lordship.
No,
Nothing has been done.
last occasion,
Lordship, I am not on that hula party they're spearing. I'm not on
the chief
that.
conservator of forest was present.
He was present, Lordship. He made a judicial kind of a statement. It was recorded. I have heard it. He, Lordship, directed by an order that you file a report. Now the gentleman concerned goes back and actually goes and files a report which is placed by the DFO before him, and not honoring what Lordship has given a chance to file a report and explain his situation. Now, instead of saying that the elephant died, it was something happened, some mistake happened, something happened, it was procedure was not followed or something, he says it's justified. Now, I say, Lordship, they have not produced the postmortem report. They have not given the warrant for arrest or detention or death, however way one looks at it, Lordship, because it's a warrant of death, really. The one which the Chief Wildlife Board and the gentleman signed. That was signed on 1st of July, being a Saturday, by a government official, and the capture takes place at 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, I ask myself, Lordship, which government office signs an order for a death warrant particularly, which is a such serious thing, at before 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning, Lordship? I do not know any office so far in my 55, 56 years. I do not know of any order which has been given by a government office at before 6 o'clock in the morning. And best is the DFO says that on pursuant to that 1st July order, his entire team was ready at 6 o'clock in the morning. This is absolutely preposterous. And Lordship, I time and again by email, etc., keep asking them for the annexures, the post-mortem report, the warrant, everything.
No, where is the report?
They have, Lordship, the report is given by the Mr. Debol Roy, who is the Chief Wildlife Warden.
Himself has affirmed this report.
Yes,
the gentleman who was present before your Lordship, Mr. Debol Roy.
This is the second incident which has happened of hanging of the elephant, Lordship. That's the reason I was compelled to file a CAN, a subsequent application where the last 2 elephants were captured. One died with that hula team which speared with a burning ball, Lordship must have seen in the reports. And the other one was again captured by lifting and left somewhere, nobody knows where. Whether the elephant survive also, nobody knows.
You see, the problem is this animal-man conflict is there because,
Lordship,
suppose the monsoon fails, there's lack of water, the lack of food inside the forest. The elephants stray.
Lordship, may I just point out one thing, Lordship? This has been going on for some years now, Lordship. I myself, I live in that area and I face the wild elephants for 4 months. They are not rogues by nature, Lordship, but elephants have a problem if you try to stop them. Now, Lordship, I have been delving into this since this is pending for the last 1 year, and I came before your Lordships, obtained an order. I never mentioned because Lordship said that the elephant is dead. Kindly hold your patience, Mr. Counsel. I never came and bothered, Lordship. Till the last two happened.
One thing, you file your exception to the report.
Lordship,
then what about the
Lordship annexures they have not given?
Postmortem report is not enclosed.
But I am just not told by my right friend that he has mailed and he has asked for postmortem reports and everything. So, my lord, we can postmortem report.
Have you got a copy of your email?
Hand over a copy of the postmortem report.
No. Have you got a copy of your email which you had sent?
Yes, Lordship. I have.
I'll take that email.
Emails, letters, I have given a note to produce.
For them to file an effective, objection or something to this report, exception to the report, they should be able to get those documents.
Lordship, as far as
if my learned friend indicates what are the documents,
whatever is in the report, I have stated very categorically. The DFO, the divisional forest officer, has mentioned a few documents, including the postmortem.
No. You please tell from your application.
Lordship, I will.
What are the documents you want?
Lordship, it is part of one of the original documents. Lordship comes to the report which is in Lordship's hand, I believe. Lordship, unfortunately, what has happened, Lordship, I take Lordship through this. what Mr. Debal Roy, the chief wildlife warden who was present and who was directed by Lordship, because it fell from Lordship, that Lordship knows of Kumki elephants, etc., down south. That's how it happens. But Mr. Roy has submitted that no, in West Bengal, it is only darting, tranquilizing, carrying away the elephant and putting it elsewhere. It is absolutely the proper and the correct method.
Here, Kumki is not.
Kumki is not there. South Bengal does not use any Kumki, and denied it. They have also given a huge field study report prepared by them in 2016-17, which only says tranquilization. But that report itself, the study of the in 2016-17 itself shows that how a sedated elephant should not be in the sedated state for more than a few minutes or something, because it directly affects the sedation takes place. I have studied all the, just as an activist, Lordship. I come before your Lordship with folded hands. We environmentalists have no power. No power. The executioners, if they fail to do so, we can only come before your Lordship.
No, if you can. What are the documents? One is the postmortem report.
Lordship, here. Lordship, if Lordship just takes that report, since my friend has given it, Lordship, I am presently the warden. I have made myself acquainted.
No.
Lordship, just. Just bear me the 1 minute. 1 minute, Lordship, please. Lordship, please. I come in much pain, Lordship, please. That in pursuance of the incident with regard to death, such and such inquiry was asked to be conducted by who? This is paragraph 3, Lordship. By Saurabh Chaudhary, IFS, etc. The appointment is given as Annexure A. Now, goes on to say, in accordance with such direction issued by such and such, the facts are stated. Now, Saurabh Chaudhary's inquiry report is not annexed.
So that is document number 1.
Not mentioned also whether that has been completed, done, because Lordship.
We'll call for that.
It was observed by Lordship that satisfy the court. Lordship, then it comes to that the facts are stated, and it goes to state that at page 7, end of subpara 10, a copy of the said report of the DFO. This is given. Now, Lordship, this DFO's report has several annexures, including the postmortem report, the warrant issued by the chief wildlife warden. Everything is there, but those have not been annexed, and those are the papers I've been asking for. Otherwise, how do I take exception?
Please.
And Lordship,
we know. No, first, within a week, they will give it, please.
I am much obliged.
In terms of the directions issued on 18/7/2023, the Chief Conservator of Forest within bracket wildlife and Chief Wildlife Warden from a Directorate of Forests from a Government of West Bengal has filed a report along with annexures. The learned advocate for the appellant would contend that in the report there are various other reports and documents which have been referred to, including the postmortem report, which are not annexed to the report. The learned advocate would further submit that unless these annexures are furnished to the petitioner, the petitioner will not be in a position to effectively place their is it called objections or report? Exceptions. Exception to the report. The learned government council is directed to furnish copies of the fourth respondent is directed to furnish copies of all the reports which have been referred to in this report dated 3rd August 2023, including the postmortem report, to the learned advocate to the writ petitioner. The learned government council shall also, it is open to the learned government council to collect the copies of those reports and copy of the postmortem's report, etc., and hand over the same to the learned advocate for the petitioner within a week from date. List the matter on 24th September under the same caption.
Lordship, I have one more indulgence to ask, Lordship. Lordship, I being an individual advocate, Lordship, some of the organizations which actually are working on the field and everything else,